We have a ticket for you if you'd
Oh,
like to come.
definitely.
Yes.
And we also will be honoring some of our community partners that have partnered with us over the years. For instance, in Newark Community Center, we
Okay.
partnered with them over the entire 25 years. So we are recognizing community partners and also former presidents.
Awesome. I like to see a relationship with the HBCU, and that encompasses all the fraternities, sororities, the students that are non-fraternity, non-sorority. I like to see us build a relationship with the city of Wilmington.
Yeah.
Um, because the city of Wilmington, if we can all just work together, we can really, really impact the community. And being that there are so many historically black college and university graduates or alumni, it's time for us to really come together and impact our community. I'm looking for a day in the summer, HBCU day at the Rodney Square, where we just have a whole square with HBCU folk down there, and just talking, just giving out information, showing our community what we do. So just put that in your head and spin it around a little bit, and then we'll touch bases on that, in the future.
Yep,
So I like to see that. But I'd like to thank you all for coming
you
on the
for
show. I'm so happy that you all attended. And thank you for the AK sorority. And in the future, well, hopefully I can see you all tomorrow. If you have time, if you can come out to the membership drive mixer at the Westin Hotel. It's a beautiful hotel if you haven't been there.
Very
Okay?
nice.
But thank you again for all that you do in the lives of people. We're going to go to a break. Welcome back to HBCU Delaware Talks, a community talk show that talks about colleges and universities, historically black colleges and universities. Our next guests or the next panel are students from the Wilmington area who are interested in going to college, may be or maybe not. But we are very excited for you all to be on, and I'm going to allow you all to introduce yourselves. Welcome to the show.
Thank
And your name?
Raheem Burnett. I go to Mount Pleasant High School.
Your name?
Renee Potts. I go to Mount Pleasant High School also.
Mount Pleasant.
Martisha Durant. I go to Mount Pleasant High School.
Avery Sherrod. I went to Mount Pleasant High School, and I'm a Norfolk State graduate.
Excellent. That's awesome. Mount Pleasant High School is a great school. I understand they have a dynamic IB program, International Baccalaureate. I happen to be from the Brandywine School District, so that's awesome. Welcome to the show, and tell me a little bit about yourself, and tell me what it is that you do, and even if you are interested in college.
I play basketball at Mount Pleasant High School, and I want to be a broadcaster when I get older.
A broadcaster, really? Any reason as to why broadcasting? Is it in the genes? Just maybe.
Well, I want to be a sports broadcaster.
A sports broadcaster.
I like sports a lot, so I think I can
Really?
take that out.
What sport do you play?
Basketball.
Basketball. Are you a starter? Or you set the bench?
I'm a starter.
Are you?
Yes.
When the season start? Has it started?
Yes.
I'm
First
coming
practice,
up. When?
First practice was last Friday.
You know, I often check out Concord High School. I don't really check out Mount Pleasant. But since you are an athlete at Mount Pleasant, I guess I have to come see you play. What about you? What do you do at Mount Pleasant?
Go to school?
Go to school. Are you actively involved in any sports?
No, I'm just in honors and AP classes.
Honors and AB? They say that's a tough curriculum at Mount Pleasant High School. What about you?
I'm in the International Baccalaureate program, and I'm also student council, no, junior class president.
Awesome. One of the things that's an awesome thing about being a class president, because I did that same path, especially during desegregation. You wasn't even born, but we were desegregated. I went to Wilmington High School in 77, 78. When I was a freshman, I was a freshman class president. And then I was bused because of desegregation. They bused me out to McCain High School. I was then the student government vice president. And I'm now the president I was the president of freshman class at Norfolk State. I'm the president of Norfolk State Alumni Chapter, Delaware Chapter Incorporated. I'm the chairman of the HBCU Delaware Coalition. So all that works for you, especially in the job market as to when you graduate. And colleges look at that. Do you know anything about HBCU schools?
Not really.
You don't know anything about HBCU schools?
I know they mostly like historical black colleges. Well, they all are. That's the only thing I really know about them.
Okay. Do they talk about the HBCU schools in the districts? I'm not sure. No, they don't.
They're not
Well,
really.
that's fine. So we have to just open up that avenue where we could begin to speak HBCU, because a lot of times, what schools do they talk about then, or what school have you applied for?
Well, I haven't applied to any, but he's talking about like UD
University of Delaware. Okay, that's a good school.
and a lot of
Great
schools
school.
around Pennsylvania area.
Oh, in the Pennsylvania area, Temple.
Yes.
Okay. Cheney State's in Pennsylvania. Have you ever heard of Cheney?
I heard of
The
it.
Cheney University?
Yes.
That's an excellent school as well. I happen to talk about historically black colleges and universities because, and I'm very passionate about it simply because the opportunity that it offered me. It allowed me to do some of the things I'm doing. But more than that, it's a wholesome and it's a family atmosphere. Some of those larger schools, you're known by your social security number. But at an HBCU, you're really known by your name and you know your professors. So if you haven't applied for any HBCU schools, right now would be a good time to apply. In fact, if you haven't applied for any college, right now would be a good time to apply. Have you taken the SATs? And say your name again, I'm sorry.
Renee.
Renee.
Yes.
Have you taken any SATs or PSAT examinations?
Well, I took pre-SATs because I'm only in 11th grade, but I'm taking SATs in spring.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I encourage you to continue to take them and just take them and because practice doesn't make you perfect. However, it does enhance perfection. So the more you practice, the better you become the more you practice the right way, the better you become at what you practice. And how about you? Have you taken SATs?
I'm also in the 11th grade, so I'll be taking SATs
Really?
in spring.
Have you applied to any colleges?
None.
Really? Have you been looking for any colleges?
Yes.
Let me tell you, really you should start applying for college or looking at colleges in the 8th grade now because of the financial picture. It's so expensive. So I know that you all will probably win scholarships to go to any college of choice, but really you want to start looking at the financial picture and the application process. If you haven't filled out an application, I have applications in the car, so you could just even practice filling out a Norfolk State application because you then may go to Norfolk State University. Can you tell me about your experience at Norfolk State University?
Norfolk State, I graduated in 2012. It was one of the greatest things I ever did. It was a perfect decision for me. They pride themselves on second chances. I was a kid in high school who had some rough patches. I got in with a 2.1 on a conditional acceptance, and that second chance ended up to me, going to complete my master's at Wilmington University.
Awesome.
So this is based off that second chance when nobody else was giving it to me. Norfolk State gave me that opportunity.
Awesome. So I want you to see that, understand that in the community. Just try, because you will be given an opportunity to do well. So don't worry about failure, because failure and success really is turned inside out. Okay? Keep that in mind. So if you don't have the grade point average, keep trying. There's a lot of resources out here that's going to help you to be successful, and I encourage you to just tap into them. We're here to help you out. So what schools are you interested in?
Howard University.
Howard, okay.
Maryland, and University of Delaware.
Have you been on any college tours?
I've been to University of Maryland, but I haven't. I've got a tour from my sister, but not anything.
Oh, well, we're going to have to. There's the city of Wilmington, they do college tours. Whenever you hear about a college tour, get involved. Whenever you hear about a college fair, go to it. Just so you can see, you know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, that's half that's half of it. If you could see things. I'm a visual person. I have to see. I can't just read it down, read it on paper. I have to see it. As far as you, have you been interested in going to any HBCU schools or colleges?
No.
Period. No? What are you going to do after graduation?
Go to college.
Where?
Oh,
I'm messing.
I want to go to Full Sail.
Where? I'm sorry?
Full Sail
Okay.
University or University of Delaware.
What are you interested in?
Sports broadcasting.
Sports broadcast. Another one. What about
Accounting
you? Accounting.
and marketing.
Okay. And what are you doing at Wilmington? You said you graduated from
I
Norfolk
graduated Norfolk
State
State with my bachelor's in education. I'm getting my master's in school counseling.
in school counseling.
Yes.
Have you taken the praxis?
Yes, practice one is done. It's done.
It's done? Awesome.
Completed.
Awesome.
Successfully.
Have you looked into any schools here or for employment?
Well, I'm currently working at Warner Elementary now.
Warner, are you
Yeah,
really?
Yes.
Good. Mr. Jennings is over at Warner.
Yes, that's my guy.
All right, okay. At this point, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back. welcome back to HBCU Delaware Talks, and I'm glad that you stayed tuned and stayed with us. Next, I would like to ask you all, or no, do you have any questions that you would like to ask me pertaining to a college education?
Yes. What can an HBCU school offer me that another school can't?
Love, peace, happiness, support, brotherhood, sisterhood, balanced diet, social skills, everything that you need to know about an HBCU is right at an HBCU. And that's kind of being avoidance. But it offers you a really great academic career. You will meet a lot of different people in businesses. You'll find out a lot about who you are and more about your culture and how we live together as African American, because a lot of times in our community, we don't look out for each other. But I'm gonna tell you, at an HBCU school, you will find that there's a very supportive staff, people that's in the upper class, they're supportive of you, and they do every and anything that they can do to get you to graduate, to make sure that you're successful. The professors are awesome because they a lot of them are older professors, and they bring it really, really hard on you, but they teach you a way that you understand it. You know what I mean? Sometimes when I was in a class, I went to UD and I took a biology 207, I recall. And they were talking about pyruvic acids and things of that nature. So I was an education major, so I was really in the wrong class. Had no idea what it's about. And that was just it. And I'll try to get up, and the professor knew me by my last 4 digits of my social security number. So at an HBCU, they're going to know you by your name. They're going to make sure you're happy. Now, you are going to go through some things, because I'm going to tell you, with an HBCU school, sometimes we have challenges. And one of our challenges at the HBCU school is the lines for financial aid. Sometimes we get upset about financial aid. So what that tells me to do, instead of being reactive, I have to be proactive. So I have to fill out those financial aid forms and get that out of the way soon, quickly. And I'm saying they're getting better, but the experience is awesome. You will love it. Any more questions regarding HBCUs? Anyone else?
No.
No?
I have a question for
Yes,
you.
sir.
As Norfolk State alumni, how do you see the progress of the school from when you were there?
Norfolk State is growing. Like I said, I'm the Norfolk State Alumni Chapter President here, so I'm back and forth. In fact, we're having a National Leadership Conference here for Alumni Association. So they are growing, and it's a beautiful campus. Everybody has their challenges, and one of the challenges that they were going through is some of the students wasn't making
The retention.
the graduate level was going down. Again, that's going to happen, because that means they have to strengthen that department with the educators. But as far as financially, the school is really growing. I would ask that you go to Norfolk State or apply to Norfolk State University. It's a very good school. In fact, they have a train station on campus now. I was
Yes,
there.
the light rail. Yeah,
Wow. So it's really good education, quality education.